March, the Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now, InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com. No survival chest is complete without Silver Bullet. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Silver Bullet. Sold out for weeks due to the difficult and extensive proprietary process behind its creation, the exclusive InfoWars Life Secret 12 formulation is now back in stock. This ultra-clean vitamin B12 nutraceutical has been carefully crafted and developed over the last 2 years and is based on cellular science of how your body actively absorbs essential nutrients. Most forms of vitamin B12 are highly processed and synthetic and could not be properly absorbed by the body. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin, the most bioactive form that has been created with our proprietary process. Secret 12 is taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. Discover the secret. Secret 12. Supplies of Secret 12 are very limited. Secure yours today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media operation.
You let the worst people get control and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
A popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Intellectually, it's begun. You can feel it.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Fact 5. The Democratic Party, and the Republicans are horribly corrupt as well, come out of the same group. The Democratic Party, though, was the party of the Klan. They were the party of racial division. When the demographics changed and Eisenhower and the Republicans passed the Civil Rights Act, they were going to be doomed, because the minorities were voting 90% back then. I mean, Martin Luther King back at that point was voting Republican on record. So they had big, big problems. So they completely flipped and said, oh, we love the minorities. We're going to give you freebies. We're going to give you welfare. And that was when basically they checked the Republicans. So the Republicans went with the Southern strategy and flipped in the South, because there was already some Republicans didn't like what Eisenhower was doing in the North, and they did kind of become, a little bit racist party. So that's true. They were trying to then flip sides and act like the Democrats. But the real roots of the Democratic Party, folks, Margaret Sanger, David Rockefeller, they said, we've got to be fake liberals. We've got to lead the blacks so we can kill these weeds. Now, those are quotes. Got awards from Hitler, gave awards from Hitler. I'm talking about Rockefeller's daddy. I'm talking about Thomas Watson. I'm talking about Margaret Sanger. I mean, Thomas Watson got the highest Nazi award ever given. The highest Nazi award ever given, created by Adolf Hitler, the Iron Cross First Class with 4 eagles. He basically gave him all his money. The death camps, everything, the computers, the numbers. Now they run the death list for the veterans. Cannot make that up. The computer's called Thomas. Cannot. How about the symbol be an iron cross with 4 eagles on it? So this is why they hate my guts. We pioneered, before it was in the London Guardian, before it was in the New York Times, that Brown Brother Harriman funded the Nazis. We pioneered the documents with Anthony Sutton before he died that came out in Congress secretly in the 70s. And then we covered it all in the 90s and mainlined what later all came out and Oliver Stone's made documentaries about. We pioneered it in films like Martial Law, 2004. I'm not bragging, but I mean, we pioneered exposing Nazis. We pioneered exposing eugenics and how it's under the surface. We pioneered showing how 52% of black people are never born. I mean, if I was a racist, I'd be, oh, I'm liberal. Oh, yeah, black people, I love you. You have your right to abortion, sweetie. I'd be, oh, Gardasil's good for the Mexican girls. Take your shots. But I don't need to defend myself that I'm not a racist. They beat you over the head and say, 3 meals a day, you're racist. Don't vote for Obama, you're racist. Don't turn your guns in, you're racist. It's all their attempt at bullying. Now, I want to get into the Second Amendment news and a little bit more here, and then I'm going to throw the baton to, because what's the point of going a couple days vacation if you don't take the kids to the beach? And they want to go see some of the military bases and stuff around here that are open. So a lot of cool aircraft and things flying around down here. But my son's off DC fishing with my dad right now. Gosh, it's just so desperate and so disreputable and so dirty. I mean, it's just when you catch people out in the open, I say catch them, just absolutely, you know, lying that we're racist cokeheads that want to blow up buildings and hate black people and Jews. And then you go to all the Nazi websites. I mean, go to any of the biggest ones, and I am the #1 enemy. And it's because at the top, folks, those places are 100% government run. I mean, if you want to create opposition to control it, you got to have it be unsavory and hateful so that anybody that ever criticizes Israel's manipulation of U.S. politics looks like a total idiot. That's what's going on. Because I have real criticisms of Israel, but it's not because, you know, there's Jews in Israel. It's because governments get corrupt and out of control. But I don't hate Israel. And see, people know that. I don't hate white people, black people, Hispanics, mixed race, anybody. I hate tyrants and criminals and bullies. And there are gangs and bullies everywhere. I like police departments that are upstanding and follow the Constitution. I don't like departments that are bully thug run. I like black people. I don't like 5 black guys walking by, if I'm walking by myself and saying, what are you doing, cracker? Want to get your ass handed to you? Go ahead and do something. And I grew up in Dallas, Texas, folks. I mean, I have been racially harassed. I guarantee you, you watch these movies with black people back in the South in the 50s and 60s getting beat up and attacked. That's just what racist gangs do to each other, folks. There were always huge majorities of Christian whites that weren't involved in any of that and hated it and fought it. You'd believe watching political correctness today that every white person out there was involved in all that. It doesn't matter that my grandfather ran as a Republican and when everybody else were Democrats in one office in East Texas and fought for, you know, civil rights. It doesn't matter. I am a racist because David Cross said so. And I don't like Jews either. Doesn't matter, both my grandfathers almost died in World War II fighting Hitler. David Cross says, I don't like Jews. And David Cross is a little simpering, funny know-it-all guy that wears little sweaters and gets to go, so he gets to lie about people. He gets to defame people. He gets to prey on people, prey on his viewers. And they've now got comic teams around the country that go around and make fun of myself and Jesse Ventura and say things we didn't say that are involved. It turned out we just looked it up on his payroll. See, we're going to follow this and find the money. And how are people going to feel if we find bears crapping in the woods, if we find fish in the sea, that this was financed by an agency or a Ford Foundation? A George Soros? What's going to happen when we find that? Everybody's going to know you're a little government operative. Do you like little secret agent meetings you go to, little InfraGard meetings? Feel pretty powerful. Southern Poverty Law Center got you some funding. Oh, I wonder what we're going to find when we crawl under that rock down there with you. We're going to find that Democratic Party right back to Margaret Sanger. Oh, I know, and the Nazis calling for my death all the time. Those? Let's go to David Knight. David Knight, a few minutes here, and I'm going to throw the baton to you. What is your take on this attack? I mean, it's just daily now. I tell you, it makes the hair stand on the back of my neck. That's kind of an exciting feeling, David. But I can really feel the eye of Sauron's looking right at us.
Yeah, Alex, when I look at what happened with Montel Williams yesterday, he's gone in the past and he's defended the veteran Tamarusi, who went over the line there in Mexico and was being treated fairly there. But when it comes to the way our government treats people here, he has no problem with it. And on a day when we've got
tweeting mainstream article about how they're making fun of veterans dying, I mean, why are we bad to do that? I just why would he pick that? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. If he's concerned as a veteran, he's a veteran. If he's concerned about the welfare of veterans, why wouldn't he notice that they're being mistreated, severely mistreated by the Veterans Administration? That we've had people at the VA come in repeatedly and say, showing that they have contempt for these people. And on a day when Hillary Clinton is caught in ridiculous, ludicrous lies about emailing Bill, about how she set up a private email server because it was more convenient to set up an entire server in her house. She did that because of convenience. She said that she was using it to email Bill. And 2 hours, Alex, before she made this pronouncement at the United Nations Security Council, the Wall Street Journal had interviewed somebody who was a spokesperson for Bill Clinton, and he said he's done 2 emails his entire life. She didn't have time to incorporate that lie into her speech, so she got caught red-handed. But of course, Montel Williams had nothing to say about that yesterday. Instead, he goes off on a jag with this article.
Mikhail Phelan tweet at Real Alex Jones saying, hey, look, mainstream news reporting on what we reported on, that the veterans, they're making fun of them when they die. And then he comes out and attacks us. I mean, what type of sickness is that?
Yeah.
By the way, Montel Williams, doesn't he have some neurological disorder? I bet he got that from all the vaccines he was given.
I don't know about Montel Williams. As a matter of fact, when I saw this Twitter fight,
he has multiple sclerosis.
I asked my sons. I said,
"Go ahead."
Yeah, I'm sorry. When I saw this Twitter fight, my son said, "Who is Montel Williams?" I said, "I barely know." It was somebody that was around 20 years, and they're in their 20s. They're mid-20s. I mean, nobody even knows who this guy is.
The point is, it's part of the larger pattern. Why would David Cross with a movie, with his HBO shows and everything else? I mean, we're seeing this attack where they have villains say, I follow Alex Jones, like trying to just classically at a Pavlovian level shock someone whenever they hear my name. I mean, it is a very primitive but systematic attack, and it's clearly being directed, David.
Oh, yeah. And you saw a very directed, orchestrated attack against Gary Webb, and a lot of people. I'd encourage people to go see the movie Shoot the Messenger. At first, he was going to get a Pulitzer Prize. He was worthy of it, and he did all this research, and then the mainstream media came back and started attacking him on a personal level. And then after a number of years, I believe, as you do, that you talked to him just before he died. He was not committing suicide. He was suicided.
I thought he did want a Pulitzer. Maybe they pulled it back, or maybe... Yeah. Or, I mean, I know he won a bunch of awards, but I mean, I know he was going to present on our website all his documents that he was putting in the new book, and he was so excited. And then a month later, he's dead. And then I talked to his friends. He goes, "Yeah, he had to move. They're breaking in his house. They're stealing his stuff. They stole his motorcycle. Yeah, they did that. I mean, folks, he was being harassed and threatened. I mean, you go see the movie. I saw the movie. I was nauseated because it was like a documentary. It was so accurate. Thank you so much, David. You're going to be taking over in the next segment. We're going to be throwing it to a report here in a moment from John Bound on the Hillary situation. You can flesh that out and open the phones up. But here's the bottom line. Tell your friends and family, whether you listen on AM, FM, or the internet, send them links to the free podcast at Infowars.com/show, to the free Droid and iPhone apps. If you have friends and family that are on Boxee, Roku, or any other smart TV, internet TV system, tell them, go to Infowars.com. Share your PrisonPlanet.tv membership with up to 20 people. At the end of your emails or your Facebook or your Twitter, post our articles, post links to our information, post links to the free audio stream feeds. This is how we reach more people. Go on mainstream websites, spam our information out there to warn people this is what you do. They want to shut us down because you're taking action. And I'm not asking you to throttle back when we're under attack. This means accelerate as fast as we can go at the enemy. We're going in, through, and beyond, to use the black hole analogy. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, become PrisonPlanet.tv members. Tell your friends and family about the show. We're hurting the global.